So, as a small business owner myself, I love to showcase other local small business owners as well. So, with me today, I have Dr. Angela Colistra. Welcome, Angela.
Thank you so much, Janet. Thanks for having me.
Sure. And Angela is actually my neighbor. So, we have gotten to know each other. We walk the neighborhood together. And I have just recently learned a little bit more about you and your business. But before we get to your business, tell me a little bit about you.
Yeah. Well, I think more importantly, I'm a businesswoman. I'm a business owner. I'm a mom, and I also have a career myself as a researcher and professor and as a director.
Okay.
I've spent a lot of time building my career, and now I get to help other women and other people do the same thing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So, as a mom of four and you're a mom of two,
Yes.
You've already listed off professor, director, researcher. So, what motivated you to start your own business as if your life wasn't already busy enough?
I know, right? I love when things happen organically
Okay.
and as if you're just kind of being pulled into the work.
Yep.
And so I think during the pandemic, like myself, like most people were really taking a moment to reflect on their life and what matters.
Yeah.
And how their career helps or hurts the things that matter most in their life.
Okay.
You know, we were all home and we were all surrounded with the people, hopefully, that we love, or maybe we realized with people we don't love so much, right?
True.
So by training, I'm a therapist. I'm a PhD level therapist.
Okay.
And, you know, my colleagues and my friends, we would reach out to each other and we'd have these conversations. And most of the women I surround myself with have careers. We've spent
Okay.
decades building our careers. And, you know, in those conversations, people had asked me if I could help them transition their career in some way. And so during the pandemic, I had about five women and a couple men as well.
Okay.
That we were connecting. We were spending time like monthly, weekly sometimes, talking about some of these things around career, relationships, where they were putting their value on their time, who was valuing their time,
Right.
and what decisions they needed to make and what they needed to ask for. And my counseling skills really lended itself well to these career related decisions and wellness decisions.
Okay.
As a result of that, during the pandemic, I helped these individuals transition their career. And
That's
out
awesome.
of that,
Wow.
birthed my Aligned Career Trajectory method. I watched these women and myself like make decisions for their careers and for their wellness, and I watched them rise as a result of it.
That's
And
cool.
through that work, I built my course, Aligned Career Trajectory Virtual Boot Camp.
Okay.
And that was through the work with the original group of people that approached me to talk about what wasn't working.
So you use them as sort of like your guinea pigs?
Yeah,
Or,
like the
you know,
pilot.
just
They
the
approached
pilot?
me.
Yeah.
It happened
Yeah.
organically. And I started doing the same work with all of them. What
Okay.
I've noticed was, like in therapy, we have theories that we use, right?
Right.
We have therapeutic interventions that we use. So I use some of those with some really like career and wellness directed guideposts.
I love the fact that your business is called ACT, like the
Right.
shortened. Because really, if you think about what you're doing, you're encouraging other women and some men in their career to act a different way or take action to better their career, if I'm not mistaken.
You've
Is that
got it.
correct?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I love that.
Thanks.
So, just a snippet of what do you offer your clients? Like what if I take your course today? Like, what can I expect to get out of it?
Yeah, so I offer an online virtual course.
Okay.
Offer one-on-one coaching, and I also offer some group coaching as well. So, and I've been able to do all of those platforms with individuals. And so in the online course, it's a 7-week course.
Okay.
And so I built this in mind of like the busy career women that has
Smart.
a lot of balls in the air.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have time to sit down
Right.
and like dedicate 4 hours a week to a course like I would if I was in college. And look,
Sure.
I've got my PhD. I spent many years
Right.
in college. And I've also spent decades building online curriculum for universities and associations.
Okay.
What I wanted this to be was like, you get in there for the weekly activities and you get out of there and you get what you need to be able to focus in on.
Nice.
So just like a therapy session, you come in, this is the problem, this is what we're going to focus on, then you go home and you work on that. So it's a 7-week course and you get in and out. Like, you can be through the objectives, you have a PDF for the week, and you have some bonus material related to grounding principles. So I give brief breathing activity, journal prompt, and yoga post for the week that all go along with the focus for the week. And then you can also watch extra like TED Talks that align with what we're talking about that week, principles for the week. So you get in and you get out, and you can lengthen that week if you choose to with the bonus material.
Okay.
But the basic components you're gonna spend less than an hour on.
Gotcha.
So, and you can do it on your phone, you can do it on the go, you can do it on the car. And what I love is that the women that have gone through the course said that, like, I love that I could get in there and I could get out there and I could still feel productive throughout the week.
Right.
We all want to feel like we've been productive and efficient. So you have that for 7 weeks. The first step I'm a therapist by training, so the first step is really understanding why we're discontent.
Gotcha.
And so you got to like unpack some of that like stuff that's causing dissonance. So we're going to do that like right out of the gate. And I've got some activities to help you do that as well. So you do this for 7 weeks. The course does not unlock all at once, because if you're a type A person like me, you're just like going to get in there.
You can't get to the end. What's the end of the story?
Right. You're going to get to the end. I really want you to give yourself the gift of time and be like, okay, I got what I need to focus on this week. You're going to journal about it if you choose to do that. You're going to think about it, think intentionally about it, and that's going to take that time in between is going to take you into the next week activity. And then at the end, you're going to act. Hopefully, you're going to make a decision to act. Now, everybody that I worked with does not come to me ready to act.
To make that change.
Right? Like, change is hard. Yeah. And, like, I know this so well. So change is really hard. And so, I leave that act part till the end, because you might, come to a point to realize there's some pre-work you need to do that's really hard work.
Right. And that might take more time.
That might take more time before you can act on some of those decisions. So that's what happens in the course. The group coaching is kind of like an add-on to that. So I've had some women join in groups. They bought the course in a group, and then they added the coaching, and that pairs along with the material. So
have you seen like a bunch of women that know one another
go
in together? That's cool. So there's that level of
camaraderie.
Yes, thank you. I can't say that word, but yes, thank you.
And so that was really beautiful, and they loved. So I watched in this one group that I watched a woman start her own business. She left a career of 21 years and launched a business. Now, she had done a lot of this work prior to coming to me, mainly making the decision to leave this career. But in this group, we watched her build her interior design business, and it was so cool week to week to be a part of that. And then another girl in that group, or woman in that group, was at a totally different spot where she was like thinking about needing to make a career shift, but she'd been in her career for so long. So she was like at the very beginning. And organizations might pay for a group package for a cluster of their employees like that. Gotcha. So that's another way the group works. And then the mastermind is for somebody that's a little bit more private and just wants to do the work one-on-one. And those were the original.
And that's one-on-one with you?
One-on-one with me. Okay. And the mastermind clients get more individualized attention.
Okay.
They also
and your expertise.
And my expertise. And they also have the opportunity to message me throughout the week. They pay a premium for the mastermind sessions. And so if they're in the middle, let's say, of a career negotiation, where I went through a mastermind with a woman who was wanting to level up. She had been in her position. She wanted to stay in her company, but she realized she was not asking for what she wanted. She was expecting it.
She didn't know how to do that.
She didn't know how to do it. And it was very anxiety-provoking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I could have used this course because I came from corporate America. So I just almost 5 years ago, moved from corporate America to running my own, real estate business. So, and I can relate and would have loved to have had your course then, because it's very daunting
It
to
is.
change a career when you have stability in certain things that you grow to depend on, like that consistent salary, the benefits that go with it, and to go out on your own is pretty scary. So that's pretty awesome. So have you seen some awesome results from your clients?
Well, I'm a small business owner. It's a new thing.
Sure.
I get so excited when somebody chooses me, to tell you that.
That's awesome.
Like, it's my own thing that I'm nurturing. And all of them, I've seen them do what they've set out to do. Like,
That's so great.
the one mastermind client, we worked together for over a year, and she's in that position now.
That's so fantastic.
And so, like,
I love
that
it.
she envisioned for herself,
Yeah.
and that she asked for, and that the company created for her.
Wow. So it was
So-
something that they didn't even have, but they created for her because she put herself out there.
She put herself out there,
That's cool.
and the many conversations and discussions and all of that. And it was, like you said, all of the things that you're putting at risk, you feel like, as a woman,
Right.
that you need. You need flexibility. But you're also willing to work so hard in your career. I've seen a woman start her own company. I saw a woman in a position that was below her.
Okay.
And to get the courage to go after something that was in line with what she actually wanted.
So
and
she
to
was
have the
not at the
courage
level
to
that she
lead.
wanted to be.
Yeah, and she just always felt so bad.
Mm.
Like, that these people relied on me, and this position relied on me, but this isn't what I want.
Right.
And she felt bad about it, but to watch her go after what she deserves and what she's been working so hard for, and just she's in that new position.
That's awesome.
I've seen, so people either leave, they level up, or they make a complete 360, or they're at the beginning of planning. I saw a teacher leave her 18-year career in teaching to become executive director at a nonprofit and almost
Wow.
double her salary.
That's amazing.
And start working from home. She wanted to be home more.
Right.
Her kid, she had
Yeah.
3 babies at home.
Wow.
And so I've just seen every time
fantastic.
somebody chooses me and we get to do this work together, I feel very honored
Yeah.
that they've made
can
this
imagine.
choice to work with me. And I also offer just one-off coaching calls.
Okay.
So you're not ready to buy the course. You're not
Right.
ready to invest in a mastermind. You don't have a group together. And so I do have just an option. I have a free coaching call schedule on my website.
Okay.
I have a free webinar that's 30 minutes. So I have freebies, and then post that I have you can schedule just a one coaching call. Maybe you're preparing for
Something specific.
something,
Mhm.
and we can just talk through that.
That's great.
Yeah.
So it sounds like you've got your own professional career, and then you have this business
Yeah.
on the side.
Yeah.
And you're basically counseling people to better their career. So
Yeah.
how do you make sure that you maintain your own wellness and balance within your life when
Yeah.
you're doing all these things?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I have a full-time job, and then this is my full-time baby, if you
Right.
will. So I think one of the things is really having clear boundaries. I have to have clear boundaries at work. I have to have clear boundaries at home. I have to have clear boundaries with my business,
Right.
what I do and what I don't do, and how
Sure.
I do it. And I think sometimes that's hard, right? It's I can't do everything, even if I want to do it. I
Sure.
can't
Yep.
do this for everybody. I can't, and so I think boundaries, getting clear on that, and also being clear when my workday ends. I play as hard as I work.
That's awesome.
And so when I show up to work, it's Monday. Today I'm here with
Right.
you, and I've had a super productive day at my full-time job. I'm
Right.
here with you talking about my business, and I'm also going to go home and work on a workshop that I'm launching.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. So
And I'm going to go to a basketball game tonight.
that's fantastic.
Yeah.
And I live right next door to you, so I see you out there with your kids. So I definitely see that work-life balance, which is awesome and a great example. So you mentioned a little bit about something you're launching. You want
Yes.
to tell us about that?
Yeah, so I'm super excited. Me and my colleague, Meredith Fortner, are launching a reset workshop.
Okay.
And so that's September 16th. It's going to be from 10 to 3. And it's time for people to think about resetting their routines and their rituals so they can be ready for what's coming with their relationships, their career, and their life.
Okay.
So sometimes we have to align and reset things so we
Right.
can be ready to make the transition
Gotcha.
that we want to level up, to rise in
Right.
these things. So it's a 10 to 3 Saturday workshop on September 16th.
And you're going to give me the links.
Yep,
right,
the
for-
links will be
Okay.
in the thread.
So
If you're
I'll put
interested
that
in
in-
registering,
Yeah.
it's all there. It'll be on the website, and we're really excited. This is the second workshop we've done together,
Well, the first one must have been really successful.
it was.
That's
We had
awesome.
27 women come to our
Wow,
first
that's
workshop.
awesome.
If you wanted to bundle the workshop with one of my courses or coaching calls, you can. So all of those options will be available
Okay.
for you. Meredith is one of the first clients I worked with who transitioned her career out of education into becoming an executive director of a nonprofit.
Wow.
And so
That's one of your success stories?
yeah, it's
That's
one of my
fantastic.
success
I love
stories.
it.
So I'm super excited, and I hope to see some of y'all there.
That's great.
Yeah.
Well, I have loved learning more about your business. We often talk like about our kids and
Yeah.
other things, so it was great to learn more about your business that you're doing. If there's one thing that you could share with, because we have young ones, I have some in college, what's the one word of wisdom would you share with a young man or young woman starting their career?
Yeah. I would say that it's important to have discipline towards something that you feel joyful over.
Okay.
And be open to the idea that through the seasons of your life that you're going to be called towards doing other things, and that's okay. That as you grow and develop through your discipline and through your passions, that you'll continue to level up and rise in those areas, and you'll move in directions that you didn't foresee for yourself. But just continue to stay focused and disciplined on the things that you're passionate about and bring you joy,
Yeah.
even in work, not
and,
just
and
in
being
life.
okay to be comfortable with changing a different direction so that you can have that wellness in your life and that
Yes.
balance and success
Yes.
that makes you happy.
Yes,
Yeah, I see so
absolutely.
many people unhappy in their careers, so great words of wisdom. Thank you so
Awesome.
much, Angela.
Thank you so much, Janet.
So I will put in Angela's links for her upcoming day workshop
Yeah.
that she's going to be hosting. And if you want to learn more about Angela and her career or her business,
Yeah.
please click on the links.